What is up, YouTube? What is up? So it's a beautiful, just a rejoicing in this day. It's a beautiful, gloryful day, Wednesday. But yeah, so we have a work shift from 10:30 to midnight today. So we're like double shift. We're gonna be working. That's 11:30, 13 hours, 12:30, about a 14-hour shift. But yeah, so we have this morning to kind of kick it. We got a couple more hours, about 2.5 hours till we go. But yeah, so basically, first and foremost, reading the books, implementing them, abiding by the rules, abiding by the principles, those are all really important things. Try to do that in your life. But also, I just want to do a book review on Tony Robbins. I read this book in the summer of 2023, and this is one of the rare books that I took notes on and whatnot. But basically, my favorite chapter was he talks about what to eat to have unlimited power. It's called Unlimited Power. Obviously you have the Gospels and the New Testament, and that's the spiritual, those are the highest high spiritual things to live by, especially if you're a Christian. That's what we believe in, and you try to abide by those rules. And me, I'm really coming full circle. I'm really doing that. But to get practical wisdom, you have to search for other books. And I will say, if you just read the New Testament and Old Testament, that will take you very far. Because there are things about just a lot of practical wisdom in those books, Proverbs, I'm not shorting that. Take that to the nth end. You can spend your whole life studying that and you'll be fine. But if you want, reading other books like this, Tony Robbins, great author. And in his own right, Tony Robbins, he's almost a very important figure, almost like a prophet. He's a type of guy who's really maximized his life. He was notorious for reading a book a day, and just a footnote, but Robbins, what he does in the average day, the average person probably will get done in 2 weeks. The below average person would probably do in a month, and the excellent person would probably be able to do in 3 days to a week. But he's doing that in a day. He was notorious for reading a book a day, doing a ton of stuff like that. Just productivity. And basically though, chapter 10, chapter 10, energy, the fuel of excellence. But I'm just going to rattle these off, and I'm going to try to abide by these rules because I was doing it. It's really good for you. But basically, he has 6 rules and 6 principles. So number 1 is breathing. The power of breathing. I took a deep breath there. But that's really important. It talks about breathing, how it's so important. The power of breath. It's the foundation of everything. The bloodstream, getting the fuel to your heart and all that stuff. It talks about athletes, talks about malignant growth remaining malignant, normal cells remaining. It talks about cancer and how breathing can help combat that and all the toxins in your body. Second key principle is water-rich foods. So that is eating. He says 70% of your diet is made up of foods that are rich in water. That's huge. He talks about it in his book. It goes for a page and a half here. Third key principle is effective food combining. Okay, that one I don't really think is that big of a deal, but he says food combining is really key. Let's go into the 4th key, the law of controlled consumption. Okay, this one's really interesting. So he talks about, this is only a page and a half, but controlled consumption. The summary of this page and a half here that he wrote is study of rats, and this goes for humans as well, but one study cut their intake by 60%. One study ate as much as they want. The other study cut some of their protein intake by half, but they still ate as much as they want. And what happened was the study that reduced their intake by 60% lived way longer. The numbers are here. After 810 days, only 13% of the group remained alive. Of that ate whatever they want. Was the group whose food consumption was cut by 60%, 97% were still alive. So 13% were alive for whoever ate whatever they want. 97% were alive for cutting their intake by 60%. I mean, that's profound. And then the third group food intake remained high, but protein consumption was cut in half. 50% were still alive. So that's still about 4 times ish as much as the 13%. So yeah, if that makes any sense. But like, and then he says in summary that this cuts through all boundaries. I mean, all animals, all warm-blooded animals. Consistently retards the aging process, extends the maximum lifespan of warm-blooded. Undernutrition is thus far the only method we know of that consistently retards the aging process and extends the maximum lifespan of warm-blooded animals. So yeah, I mean, that's just like interesting knowledge. I mean, if you fast and like stuff like that, you'll live longer. And then the fifth key is principle to effective fruit consumption. And that's what we are, and this video is going to be about, I'm going to try to make it 9 minutes, so 3 more minutes here. But this fifth key's fifth principle, and then we'll jump to the sixth, and then the protein myth is the sixth. And the protein myth is just, you don't need as much protein as everyone thinks you do. And quite frankly, the strongest people are vegetarians. I think protein's important, but yeah, I mean, take that. I like that. I'll try to incorporate that. Yeah, those are the 6 principles, run them back in the video. But yeah, like, and then like, get this book. It's, you can get this book on Amazon. You can get a good used copy. And when it says good, it basically is brand new. I think you can get it shipping included, like $5-6. But yeah, the 5th key, so this is the fruit consumption. And this is what I really am excited about. But essentially, 5th key here, he only consumes fruit up until about noon every day. And that's like really important key in consuming fruit on an empty stomach. But yeah, I mean, that's like, it's really good for cleansing the body and like, so yeah, I'm just abiding by that. And then, you have a lot of energy. So we're actually drinking this fruit smoothie right now. And this is just bananas, strawberries, and a little raspberries. And then some, a little bit of, like half almond milk, half water. The almond milk, it's basically just plants. It's just almonds and water. And then some ice. So yeah, then really excited about this. So like up until noon every day, my breakfast, for as long as I know going forward. I mean, I'm going to try this. I know this works. Yeah, I've done it before, but it's just going to be up until noon, 1 p.m. It's just going to be like a fruit smoothie, and then just like another like carrot smoothie. So yeah, this is actually pretty substantial. But like, yeah, I mean, like, this is the optimum, like, and he talks about why fruit's so important. I mean, he gives you all the whys. So basically, like, it's really good for your body, cleanses your body, and the fructose, like the natural sugars that really help you, complete all the tasks. And you don't want like some heavy thing weighing you down, like a big meal. So this is really light and efficient. So that's it for the day. Everybody take care. Tony Robbins, good book. But yeah, maybe I'll start going and reviewing old books that I've read. This one's awesome. I mean, it's good to skim it. But and he also talked about carrot shakes too. So I'll probably do a carrot shake. It's 8 o'clock right now, 8 a.m. Probably do a carrot shake at like 11 before I go to work. Right before I go to, I have to be at work at 10:45. So I'll probably do a carrot shake at like 10:20, really cleanse out the system, and then you'll have my first meal at like 1 p.m. Yeah, so book review for Unlimited by Tony Robbins. Take care.